Hi, welcome to my channel The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elizabeth and today it's time for another Friday Sews outdoor in Sweden. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elizabeth. And today I'm filming a Friday Sews outdoor again. If you've been here before, you know that I've done this in the past, because I think it feels terrible not to share this beauty with you, because in Sweden now we have wonderful weather again. It's very up and down, and please don't believe that this is the weather we're always having, because that is definitely not the case. But now we're having it and we're enjoying it thoroughly. I can promise you. I try and sit outside as much as I possibly can, and I even tried to sew outside one day this week. Didn't work out that great because it was very windy, very windy. It was working up to a storm later that evening, so it wasn't the best day to choose, but I tried and it didn't work that day. It will definitely not be the last day I try it this summer. I hope you can hear me over all the birds chirping, because they are actually nesting now and they are having a blast in our closest forest, as you probably can hear. I will try and insert some pictures of what I managed to get on camera when one of the birds were moving into our little bird's nest, or what do you call it? What is this called in English? If I share this picture, I hope you can hear me over it. Well, what have I been doing? It's been another 2 weeks since I filmed the Friday Sews, and unfortunately my body isn't with me. So it's been a lot of migraines and a lot of pain. So I had to put it on hold again, and I will try one more, and I must tell myself that I'm doing this for fun. It's a hobby, and even though it is my great inspiration, it is my great motivation at the moment, but I will still have to figure out a way how to make this happen. And I almost thought that I wouldn't film today either, because I thought I have nothing to share. But on the other hand, Friday Sews is a little bit of life and a little bit of sewing, and if nothing else I can share my plans. And I actually managed to finish my Think Pink subscription box 15, our mine and Isis collaboration. It's so exciting, and I am dying to share it with you, because it was a very good unexpected surprise, because I actually didn't think I was going to like what I made. I was very insecure about it. I probably never owned something like this. I don't think so, at least. But I love how it turned out, and I am so eager to be able to wear it, and I don't want to wear it until I've shared it with you. So I'm going to film my video this weekend, and I'm going to talk to Izzy and see how she's doing, and you have something great to look forward to. I can promise you that. I will insert info on my community page when the collab video will come up, and I will try and share it on Instagram too. So please make sure to follow me there, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so, and you will get a notification when the collab video is up. Well, what else have I been doing? I'm trying, in between my bad days, I've been trying to sort out my sewing room and sort out my fabrics, and because this year is going to be stash sewing, and I have a lot of fabric that I don't think suits my coloring, but I'm going to try and dye them or use them as wearable toiles and so on, and I will see where it takes me, and I will try and take you along that journey, and I will try and insert some pictures here where you can see the chaos before what's becoming a great sewing room and a great storing space for my fabrics. I thought I wanted to share with you the before picture. I'm getting scared myself, if I'm honest. Well, this is the plan. Here it is going to be a permanent cutting board that Peter is going to build for me with wheels on, And we tried with the projector, but it is too, you need too much distance, so it doesn't work here. So we have to try it some other time, or somewhere else in the house. We'll see if we can figure that out. But here is where my storage is about to happen. I'm planning on doing it like this. Look, if I'm zooming in, it's looking quite good, right? I love the feeling of that, but not so much like that, and definitely not like this. But I'm on my way. I have to take it slow, and I'm just so grateful that Peter is okay with me having this space out here. I will share my sewing room too after I've done some more work on it. Let's get back to Friday sews. I just wanted to share a bit of this. And I've actually started to use the Stash Hub, the app that everyone is talking about. And I've been very influenced by especially Helen from Stitch Rip Repeat. She's talked a lot about it, and I really liked how she shared it. And I will try and have a storage video and a sewing room video once it's finished, or at least more finished, because it's going to be a long project, I think. I inherited a lot of fabrics from my mother that is not at all in my coloring or my kind of fabrics, but I'm going to try and use them and find ways to use them, because I don't want to waste. I just have to say thank you to Jen for creating this hashtag and for thinking of it and making it happen. And please go and watch her channel if you're not already doing that, which you probably are. But do that just to give her support and love for the amazing hashtag she created for us, because it's helping us to get a theme around the blogging thing. And it's hard when you're starting out, and I feel it even more this time, starting all over, that I'm finding it hard to find keeping a thread. That is what we call it in Swedish. And I hope you think it's kind of cohesive what I'm making and filming, but on the other hand, it is what I make in a week and what I plan to make in a week and what's happening in my life, and that is what Friday Sews is all about. So I think I fit the bill. So thank you, Jen, for creating this. Jen is asking this week if we ever sewn a prom dress or a wedding dress, and I've actually sewn both. I sewn my prom dress for the graduation here. We have it when we were around 19 years old here in Sweden, and I remember that day as a wonderful day. We had so much fun, and it was so amazing to be able to say that I've actually sewn this dress. And I wore that dress on my sister's wedding, and I will ask her if it's okay to put in some pictures of that too, because I helped Mum sew her dress and my niece's little flower girl dress, and she was so adorable, and she still talks about it, and this is 30 years later, so you can imagine it surely made an impact on her to be able to be part of this wedding and be a part of creating the dress. I remember Mum letting her decide where the flowers were going to sit on her dress and so on, and I have to try and insert pictures of that, and I hope she's okay with that. And then I, together with my sister, and a lot of tears for missing our mother, because that was 6 months after my mum has passed away, we sewn my wedding dress. And I can honestly say that if I hadn't had my sister with me, there would never have been a wedding dress. And I don't even know if I would have been able to do everything that had to do with that wedding, and doing it without mother, because it was the wedding itself. It was a beautiful and a wonderful winter's day, and I felt Mum and Dad in every second of it, and I'm getting emotional right now. Sorry. But I miss them so terribly. I know how lucky they were, how happy they would be for me for being able to have that day, and I felt them with me every second. This was not expected. I did not know that they were still so hard to talk about. But for me and my sister to make my wedding dress, and I know that Mum would have loved to be part of it. It was tough, but it's still, oh, sorry for this. I'm so grateful to my sister for helping me and making it together as a wonderful memory. Unfortunately, as you probably know by now, I don't have much luck with SD cards, and my nephew photographed our wedding. It was only me, Peter, my sister, and 2 witnesses, and Peter's mother and brother, and because of my sensitivity to infections, and we were in the middle of COVID. Now Agnes is not happy either, but we had the most wonderful day, and unfortunately the card was corrupted once again, and that time it was due to the camera, and we had it repaired, but what could they do? They could not do nothing, and it's gone. But we have some pictures, but not on the dress with me without the overcoat. And but I will insert pictures of the dress. Now it is way too big, so it's hard to get the right image of it, and we have decided that we're going to try and make it a bit smaller and see if we can take pictures for that. But I will insert pictures of it at least. I was afraid this video was going to be short, but it sure isn't, because it's already 10 minutes and I haven't come to my plans yet. What am I planning to sew this week? Well, I am a bit all over the place with my sewing at the moment. I don't know where to take my journey with clothing at the moment, because I don't know what to wear, and I am completely lost. I don't want to wear jogging pants every day, I don't want to wear PJs every day, and I don't have the energy to dress up. I wear these dungarees a lot, and I'm thinking about sewing more of these. I'm planning on, I've printed the pattern for a new Sadie. I've only made a wearable toile, so I want to make a real one, because I think that will be a very versatile and good thing to have now with the Swedish weather that is all up in the air, and we never know what weather we're going to wake up to. And I'm going to make another Oila shirt, so it's a lot of paper theory patterns this week. I will insert pictures of them here or here during me talking about them and the sizing and so on. But I made one Oila shirt last year, but it was way too short, and I have almost never wore it, so I actually donated it to a next door neighbor that was very happy, and she's a lot shorter than me, so it suited her perfectly. So that was a great way of sharing what I made. But an Oila shirt, because I know I'm going to have a lot of use for it, and I found in my stash hang on a minute, a linen fabric that I actually didn't think was going to suit me, but I think it is. Taking it outside, it's definitely way more pinkish than I thought, and that is a color I like, and it's pinkish beige white twill. I will try and insert a close-up on this fabric. I have 2 cups of it. It's from a Swedish store that has no online presence, unfortunately, but it is a wonderful store called the Tygaffären in Gothenburg, and a small store, just a corner shop, so to speak, and she has the most amazing variety. That is where I bought that fabric, but it's kind of twill texture, but it is linen, I know, and it will be a wonderful Oila, even if it's very hot in the summer, and I can have it as an overlay just if it's a bit chilly in the evenings, and I think that will be a versatile piece. The Sadie I think I'm going to make out of double gauze, because then it will be a secret pajama and a wearable item, and something I think I will wear. I want to make it because I've thought about it since last year, and that is why I'm going to make it. Simple as that. What I also want to make is a bag. I really want to get back at bag making, and that is also due to Helen at Stitch Rip Repeat. She started talking about it in her Instagram, and I got bit by the bug. So I've cut out, it is from Can Do Bags, I think. It's called the Pebble Sling Bag, and I will insert pictures of that too. And I'm decided to sew it in an old pair of denim jeans. I cut them up and I am so excited for that. I'm going to have a plastic front to put my phone in so I can see that when I'm out walking. That is mainly for walking the neighbor's dog Vega that we are babysitting from time to time. And it would be such a great thing to have a small sling bag, and I'm so excited to do that, and that is probably something I'm going to start with. I'm also thinking about making a new denim jacket because I'm in desperate need of that. My old one is almost into pieces. That is a little bit about my planning, and as you can tell, this video is not about much, and I'm sorry for that, but that is my life at the moment, and if I'm going to film anything, I think that is what it has to be. Well, I hope that you're okay with this, and I hope you like to spend some time in my corner of the sewing world, and I'm so grateful to have you here, and thank you for every comment you make. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to reply in the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to sit down now and try and reply before this video gets out. So I hope before you see this you have a reply to your comment if you haven't had already, and I'm going to try and keep up with them as good as I possibly can. And as I said before, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so, because it makes this video get out there. I am realizing not publishing regularly is a real drawback to getting videos out there, but I can't do much about it. I have to be kind to myself, take every chance you can to do something you love, and give all your loved ones a big hug. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get a lot of sewing and some sun if possible, because that means the world to your mood, doesn't it? And if not, just make yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea and snuggle up and stroke fabric if nothing else, or dream of fabric and think of what you're going to make. That is also a great thing. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you as soon as possible, and hopefully with a collab video next week. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we will get that out there. Take care and be kind to yourself. Promise me that. Bye for now.